I started theater in junior high and then continued when I was a freshman. And I got to be in Little Shop of Horrors, which I thought was really cool because it was a really small cast.
And this is my first year at Santa Barbara High School. I've done Chicago and Music of the Night and How to Succeed.
I tried a bunch of different sports and a bunch of different stuff, and once I got to high school, I decided I wanted to settle into doing theater.
Actually, my brother is the reason I did theater. He inspires me. Thank you, Colton.
And I watched the movie Chicago. And then some friends were like, oh, Otto Lehman is thinking about doing Chicago as, the fall musical.
I saw this really tall weirdo and this really short weirdo. And it was Clayton and Jordan. And I just remember them being like the weirdest people. And like as the production went on, I really got to know them and see how they really hone their craft, and that kind of inspired me to take acting more seriously.
All of a sudden, all these seniors come running in and looking at the cast list, and they're all looking at it, and I kind of sneak up behind them and peeking out the door, and they all say, "Who's Brenna?" They were all like freaking out at who I was, and I remember Allison Lewis saying, "Who's Brenna?" like really rudely, and I just looked up at her and I was like, I'm Brenna.
Otto kind of scares me a little bit, but I like him.
Otto comes off as scary, but he's not scary at all. He's actually like a big teddy bear.
Like, without Otto, I wouldn't be sitting here.
And I remember I went to talk to Otto, and it was the first time I met him, and he scared me so much. Once I kind of got to know him while doing Chicago, he's like a really kind of awesome human being.
Has Otto ever made me cry? Yeah, probably once. I don't know.
To be totally honest, I've liked singing in the dressing room with Kike and Mia. That's the one thing about theater is when you're backstage and you start singing, people just start harmonizing with you.
Well, at Bishop, there wasn't really a theater, so, it's been good having a theater to act on.
Nick Blondell forgot the knife, which was the main prop, and so Ellie Harb had to use a pan, which was my surprise, to smack my toes off to fit into the shoe, and since she didn't have a prop, and then proceeded with Haley Sestak biting off her toes, actually sticking the whole foot in the mouth.
In Chicago, they were getting ready for Billy, and I was like, yeah, I have time, like, it's the reporter scene. So I was like sitting on this couch, and then I was in my reporter clothes, and then I heard the music playing for Billy, and I was like, no.
I'd really like to thank Christina McCarthy, because she's been a huge part of my theater experience and really got me into dancing and all of that.
My favorite part of being here is being able to see like really awesome stuff come to life with like the sets on stage and just being around really amazing people that I care about. There's like, people are always gonna be mean or rude or judgy and stuff to each other, but I feel like there are always those other people who are just really welcoming and kind and loving and stuff. So that's all.